How we doing, guys? How we doing, guys?
And just open by discussing Travis's diagnosis and what you missed without him being in the lineup.
Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into the medical part of it. We certainly feel like we have our arms around what it is, and he started medication, and we feel like he's responded well to that. I've spoken to him. His teammates have spoken to him. He seems in really good spirits. He seems in a good place. We'll just have to wait and see how it all goes. And first and foremost, we're thinking about him and his family as people more than any football aspect of this. And we'll just see how he comes back from this. He's handled it really well up to this point. And again, I think he's in a good mental frame of mind. In regards to what happens with us, Joe Looney's taken a lot of snaps in his absence up to this point. We signed a center the other day. We have some other options that we can look towards as we go forward. But for now, Joe Looney's taking those snaps with the ones, and again, he's handled that work really well up to this point.
Are those other options in-house, or are they seeing what comes down the line when other teams start making moves?
I think probably both. We've talked about Zach Martin's versatility really throughout his career. His ability to play tackle. That's what he played in college, and then his ability to snap the ball. He's worked on that in the past. We do anticipate him being our right guard, but that's somebody in-house that you could talk about as a safety net as we go forward. And then certainly, you're always seeing what the landscape is out there, not on your team right now, of people who could be available to help us. But again, that's all getting way ahead of ourselves. The biggest thing for us is to take each day with Travis, be there to support him, and the guys who are available to us now are going to get some opportunities.
How is Travis handling the diagnosis and just this overall situation?
Yeah, again, I think he's handling it really well. I think he's in a great frame of mind. I think as much as anything else, the uncertainty of this was probably as bothersome as anything to him. He has these feelings and, just kind of working through what it is. And I think our doctors and our trainer did a great job sorting through it all and getting him to see the right people. And again, I think we have our hands around it. And I think he's handled it really well. And again, I think he's responded well to the treatment so far, and hopefully that will continue.
Did you notice early in camp at all, before it reached the stage where he had the MRI and saw Dr. Watkins, that his stamina or his strength wasn't what it necessarily had been in previous years?
Yeah, I don't want to say that. You could tell something was bothering him, and he brought up the stingers and those kinds of things. So you could tell he wasn't quite right. And we watch our players constantly do everything. And then obviously you want to develop good relationships with guys where you communicate all the time. And so once we kind of saw some things and he was sharing some things with us, that's when we really tried to delve into it. And again, I think the process has been really good.
Well, you said that evolved during camp. He wasn't quite right. He was telling you other stuff. You were quite right on having this.
Yeah, and again, I think there was a practice where he sat out because of the stingers, the feeling that he had, and then he went to go see the specialist, and then came back and saw some more specialists. So I think one of the things they've told me is that they feel really good about how quickly they got to it, and they got it in the early stage, and he's on medication that they think can be helpful to him.
The whole domino effect starts up, obviously, you can't play this guy because this guy isn't playing, so we won't play this guy. And then suddenly you're playing 7-man football. So at some point you just say, this is what we have and we're moving on, or how do you approach that? Knowing that you haven't given any thought to who's playing, of course, on Sunday.
You're talking about the guys playing in the game this week.
All of a sudden this guy isn't playing, we can't play this guy.
Yeah, again, we haven't had those detailed discussions on it. We talked about it the other day, though, that your objectives are trying to get guys ready for the opener. We play Carolina in a few weeks, and we want to be ready to play. So how do you get guys ready? You give them opportunities in practice, you give them opportunities in games. Our starters have played a lot in the first couple games, maybe more than they've had in recent years, so we feel good about what they've done up to this point. But then you always evaluate the situation very specifically with individual players, with combinations of players, and to see what direction you want to go. A big part of preseason, as you know, is evaluating your team. We got 90 guys now, and we're going to get down to 53. Then we're going to bring 10 guys back on the practice squad. So game evaluations are the most important. So regardless of who plays, it'll be a valuable game for us to get ready for the game against Carolina and or evaluate some players on our team.
Does Dak need more time with Looney, et cetera, and the calls there, how do you call and protections and all the other stuff?
Again, I think we're getting ahead of ourselves to deciding who's playing in the game. They're going to get a lot of time in practice today and tomorrow, and we're going to try to maximize the work. Joe's played more football with the ones this year than he ever has. And he's handled the work really well. I think he's gotten better individually, and I think we're playing better in combination because of the reps he's gotten. So we feel good about what he's doing. He's a veteran. He's poised. He's composed. He's smart. I think he's fit in really well.
Once Zach is healthy, would you see that being a consideration moving him, or would you rather just leave him put?
Yeah, again, like I said earlier, Zach Martin's going to be our right guard, but his flexibility and his versatility to possibly play tackle if we needed to, or possibly play center if we needed him to, is certainly a plus for us as all this stuff unfolds.
Given the unique nature of the situation with Travis, what kind of challenge does that present for y'all when you're talking about his roster spot, or just what you need to do with him as you get closer to the
Yeah, I think all that's premature to talk about that. He's 2 days into this treatment, and again, he's responded well to it. So we'll just wait and see how he continues to respond. We don't have to make those decisions for a couple more weeks. Obviously, he's a huge part of our team, and he's worth any roster spot when it comes down to it, because of what he's done, and hopefully what he's going to be able to continue to do for us. But we'll just wait to see how he does and make those decisions when we need to.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Good to see you.
Thanks, Coach.
Good to see you too, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Good to see you. You too, Coach.